Okay, I asked the question and you guys answered that I make a video about the hardest songs? Alright then. Hi, I'm JJF, and you know what I hate the most about this game? Waiting. But we aren't focusing on that today. You guys decide I make a video on what the hardest level is, but I have no idea what it is. So I asked Reddit. I easily got my answers, and now it's time for the top 5 hardest Just Shapes and Beats levels. You guys are probably asking me why I put this in the list. Well, I never decide these. I just seen what was said the most, and kaboom, there's the answers. But of course, I have to figure out why it is hard. So I played through the level. The beginning starts with the snowstorm versus hailstorm, which is simple to dodge. Then out of nowhere, we just have two of these things, and I'll call them asteroids because I don't know what else to call them. But just like the first phase, they're easy to dodge. After that, we get these things that go from one side to the other, and once again, easy to dodge. Then it's mixed with the second and third phase, which gets a bit challenging. Then there's like 8 of the big thingies showing up, which also speed up. Once you get used to it, it's pretty easy. Then there's this. How the hell are you supposed to do that without getting hit? The 3 times I get hit are usually from this one part. But don't get me wrong, this on normal is fine. Hardcore on the other hand is the one I play more. And these bullet-like things just shoot you out of nowhere. And even if you're good at dodging them, you still have to dodge the big ones. My brain cannot function with everything going everywhere. Somebody tell me the best strategy for that, because not even players in my game could do this hitless. Okay, I always found this one hard until I played it enough. But even then, I still find it difficult to be able to not get hit in any of the parts. Like, one part I do hitless, the rest I get hit anyway. So let's see what we have to stop the perfect run from happening for me. So we got pistons. Okay, cool. What next? Exploding circles, very new. Oh, moving pistons. Those I got hit. Okay, next phase is some pattern. This part could be difficult if you don't know what's happening. So we're back to pistons moving with a border appearing too. This part is more of pattern following, so it isn't too difficult. Same for this part. I did struggle when I first played that phase, so... Okay, now for the real fun in this level. You see these pistons? They can push too. Now we do we died. Now we do some intense dodging. Like, dodge this, dodge that. So many hard things to dodge. You even have to do the first one again, but you're forced to move this time. I actually find this level challenging and fun. This doesn't seem unfair or anything. Like, it's gonna be hard at first, but once you get used to how everything moves, you can be in with no problem. This is likely the last level you'll unlock, meaning the only way to play it before that would be choosing its in challenge. But I haven't played this level until I unlocked it, and while it was hard. We started with hexagons and diamonds. This part is easy, since you can just stay still. Phase 2, we got some storm-like thing, so now we have to move. Not too hard unless it's your first time playing it. Yeah, again, every level is hard the first time you play it. Okay, now we just play Flappy Bird without flapping. Nah, just kidding, you can just dash through them. Here's when the challenge starts to pick up. It merges the previous phases into 2 more phases, which are much harder. It actually forces you to stay focused. But it gets harder. Now a thunderstorm. And now you have to dash your way to freedom. This level is really good and challenging. Except the fucking end. Words cannot describe how many times I have died in this level, or at least got hit at least once. I hear people say that this is the hardest level to S-rank. I disagree with that though, since it was one of the first bosses I S-ranked on hardcore. But maybe that's just my luck, because every time I play this level I would either die or get hit. Okay, so, we start with spiders appearing from below. Oh, and some above. Then we got some spiders that appear from the middle. Okay, why is there so many spiders? I guess it's called Spider Dance, but I think there's too many spiders. Okay, now for the most annoying part of the level. The webs. That's right. The spiders don't bother me, is what I would say if the webs weren't there. These webs are so hard to dodge. They're fine alone unless you're new to them. Beating the level isn't the problem. It's doing it hitless or with others. Then we have a giant spider that summons other spiders when it spins. I like how it's summoned at first. It shows it's a big... Aww. Damn it. More webs. Then this part. This one part makes me hate the whole level. You have to focus on the spiders coming from above, below, and the left, while avoiding the webs. This part is so hard to do. So that's it. That's the worst of it. Well, that doesn't mean that's the only hard part. The part right after it is annoying too. We got some guidelines. Shouldn't be too hard then, right? These spiders don't have them. They will move wherever they want. And of course, the end is a pain too. This would have been fine if the webs weren't here. But of course, games hate me and choose to have the worst anyway. The spiders aren't even hard to dodge here. It's just the webs that make it hard. I don't even know how I managed to do it hitless before. But I do not like playing this level from how difficult it can be. Okay, that's enough honorable mentions. It's time for number 1. Do I even need to explain why this is hard? If you played it, you know how hard it is. In fact, you don't even need to play it to know. Watching it means you know it's hard. Look, we start with these fast spikes. We get a checkpoint really early. I don't know why, but I'm glad it's there either way. Because after this point, it's way harder. We get these karate moves that don't give you enough time to react, so you will die in 2 seconds. Then we have whatever this is. Also, look how many times everyone dies. They're great. They combined the previous 2 phases. Whenever this level is playing, everyone's gonna die at least once. If you somehow do this without dying, you're amazing at this game. I don't know what this part is, but this isn't hard. It just copies what it previously did. This is not a level I like playing. I do find it fun, but it's also annoying. This is the only level I haven't A-ranked on hardcore. I don't think I will be able to anytime soon. Okay, so this is how many said each, by the way. I don't really agree with some, but if more are mentioned, then I might as well add it. Obviously, the hardest for me would be Mortal Kombat, since, like I said, it's the only one I haven't A-ranked on hardcore. But it's more of your opinion on which is the hardest. I just decided on which people said the most. You could say the hardest could be Yokuman Stage, On the Run, Fox, or hell, you could even say the hardest is Milky Ways. Just pick what level you find is the hardest. Why not try the hardest? Maybe they're easier than you think. Anyway, that's enough for this video. Bye bye!